Hey kids, Brian Trauman here, Pez Through the Ages. We've got a Facebook page and a YouTube channel and a messy room full of Pez. I had a request to do an additional shelf into my shelf playlist. There are 60 shelves. You know what, let's make it 62 because there's some other cool stuff around. And we'll generate, and we get 31. So how have I done this before? This is 1 through 5 and 10. And if I'm not mistaken, 15... What have I done here? 15? Are there 60? I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever. What did it say? 32? Let's pretend it's I don't know. Shoot. Let's do this one. This is my space and fantasy shelf. I don't know, we'll call it that. Let me close the door for a little privacy for you and me. Let's talk about it. This is the third to last shelf. I don't know what number I'm going to give it, but we'll start over on the left, which is the Star Trek Star Wars section. And up top, you'll see that there are 19 different Star Trek dispensers. That means there's 2 box sets of 8. I've done my math wrong. 17. 2 box sets of 8, and then you get a special box to get the Borg version, I think, of Captain Picard. That's our Star Trek. Next Generation and Original. Then we get some Star Wars. And let's see, what do I want to talk about? Mr. T Mohawk was a gift from a friend back in law school. It's got my initials on one side and hers on the other. We got a bunch of the Chewbacca's and the Wookiees, and I know there are going to be some more of those. That one from the Han Solo tin. We get Han, Lando, and somebody will remind me what that other one was. Here's the Harrison Ford version. And maybe it was this guy. I'm still missing the mini one. But what do you guys want? Oh, holy cow. Oh, no. 2 different ones. This is the one that's got the mini. A bunch of different guys here. Oh, there's a lot of R2-D2 versions. I've tried to keep the good guys on the left and the dark side on the other side, or whatever they call themselves these days. This, of course, is one of the cooler ones. This is just a paint variation. You get the glow-in-the-dark version in the Walmart box. 2 different Kylo Rens, depending on which movie we're talking about. And, of course, 2 different Death Stars. There's a lot of different clone troopers. Most of them are actually different, but then you get the different ones that they're kind of gray and blue and green. There are more Boba Fett's than what we've got here. Because of the color, there are going to be some more things to look for there. And here's Django. I've mixed in some. I kind of stopped with the Funko stuff, but here's the ones that I've got. The Japanese, what do you call them? Gundams up top. And of course the Transformers in their costumes and not. I'll do the front row in a minute. The Golden Compass and Harry Potter. The 6 originals, and then we've got the 4 tall guys over here. I've got some minis somewhere, I thought. Then you've got all the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits. There are a few of those box sets, including, this was the really hard to find Sauron's eye. It's got a cool crystal eye up there. All these only available in the box set. You had to get the special edition for that one. This guy, really ugly, but not as bad as, I'm going to call it a fig, because that's a nicer way to say what it really looks like. E.T., the 2 versions. You got the 3, what are these? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And we're into some vintage. Oh, here's some more of the Star Trek deals up here. Before I get to the crazy vintage, we had the 3 Star Wars collector's edition, somewhere back in the early 2000s. That's probably right, 2000, 2001, 2002, where we got a couple of things on stands. These 3 only. And they started showing up. These are non-footed, but modern, and we'd find them in some of the poly bags at some of the stores. We get mini Yoda, mini R2. We've got a test piece, white Yoda. Lots of different color Yodas, by the way. There's some great variations out there. This is a test stem, cool, clear, transparent, with a smoky, I think it's the same head, but you'll have to watch my Darth Vader video. This is a plaster mold test. What do they call that? It's not actually on the stem. And again, there's a Darth Vader video you can check. This is to check for bubbles in the mold or other things. I've got 5 Space Troopers, some of the originals. There's a video out there on this. There are 2 different reds. Hopefully you can see that in this video. And of course, the 2 different blues. There are some other variations out there that are rarer than what I've got here. Then we've got the Space Trooper, Spaceman, Astronaut, Coco Marsh, and there are, again, different dispensers for these if you want to take a closer look. My favorite being that pink stem back there, but without the helmet. The white and the silver helmets are super rare, but none more rare than this light blue helmet. This is probably the most expensive piece in the collection, I think. I don't really know. Here's another one of those pieces on a stand. This was Earth, the Planets series. Of course, there is no such series. They only made one. Stranger Things, very cool. And these rocket pens that we all turn into robots. We just break the pens off. Harder than it sounds, actually. And then this may be my favorite. This came in the packaging like this, with his head facing the wrong way. The stem is just crammed in there. Does not... Oh, it does come out. But not well, as you can see. Anyway, feet facing backwards, kind of a crack right there. I promise you, I didn't do this myself. Why the heck would I? But that's fun. What else have I got in here? I got some candy packs from Japan with price tags on it. And we're going to leave those right there. I think that's going to cover... Oh, and for no good reason whatsoever on this shelf, we have the German or Austrian Jungle Book header card, which I think this is with Pez sticker, I believe. And the Jungle Book Parade is here, hooray! So that's pretty exciting, and I like that. Maybe is it Seth who collects the? Someone's a big Jungle Book fan. Maybe they'll like that. I think that's it for this shelf, guys. Did I miss anything? Little insert. Oh, I did miss. I missed these 2 guys. This is from the Wall-E, Disney or Pixar. And why don't I just look on the back? That's gonna say, it says Pixar. You can't really see it because it's white on white, but that's a Pixar movie with a cute little robot. So this is my space and fantasy shelf. Bye, folks.